Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban mpenzi mtazamaji, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Natumai mzima buheri wa afya. Jina langu ni Haifa Muhammad na karibu katika kipindi kipendacho Pewa Asubuhi ndani ya kitengo Gumzo la Vijana. Alhamdulillah mpenzi mtazamaji, tupo naye si mwingine bali ni Vincent ndani ya studio zetu za Mahditv akizidi kuelezea masuala mengi kuhusiana na vijana, haswa upande wa uchaguzi na mambo mengi mengineyo. Na inshallah katika mada yetu ya leo mpenzi mtazamaji, tunaenda kuangazia social media and youth influence, how digital platforms are shaping opinions, leadership and activism among youth. Na inshallah tukirudi kwake tutaweza kufahamu mengi na mengi zaidi, tujue ni yepi yanayojiri upande huo. Karibu sana Vincent.
Asante.
Habari tena?
Salama.
Natumai mzima.
Mzima.
Hauna neno?
Sina neno.
Karibu tena sana.
Asante sana.
Naam, tunataka kuangazia swala la social media. Tunajua kabisa kwamba social media ni diverse, imeleta watu wengi kuweza kufahamiana, ima ni sehemu mbalimbali. Mtu wa Nairobi atafahamiana na mtu ambaye kwa Mombasa hata kama hajawahi kufika. Yeah. Lakini social media inawaunganisha pamoja. Utakuta labda mtu hajawahi fika sehemu fulani, hata kama labda tujafika nchi ambazo labda ni za ughaibuni, ama kama ni USA ama ni wapi, lakini utakuta tunaweza kuwasiliana through social media. Sasa, in what ways has social media changed how youth express themselves?
Number one, social media, it shapes beliefs, it shapes relationships, and it also gives us a platform to be able to collaborate and share ideas in terms of what I'm doing, what the other person is doing. Now, when we come to talking about social media in the political space and issues to do with the elections, you realize we are coming from ages where there was a mlolongo system. People used to come and queue and then you vote. That there was no social media platform that was being used, but good enough technology has brought this to us at the moment. Social media is a very good platform to be able to share and also make whatever you want to do, be it business, be it job opportunity, be it our political interest and ideologies, to be able to be diversified and reach majority, whether I'm in town, in Nairobi, in the local region. As long as I have a gadget, you're able to communicate. But another challenge that is, if it is not used responsibly, it becomes harmful in terms of what is being shared there. Because one thing, believe me, right now you can do something, and we've seen it in social media where a leader posted something funnily some 5 years ago, but right now it's being used. What that tells you, it is a platform where if I talk about something that is rightful and something that is good for the society, it will remain there for generations to come. And so apart from just sharing beliefs, building relationships, we're also able to connect, build networks, because when we have peace in Kenya and the other nation is also able to see that Kenya is peaceful, there will be so many networks that will be brought in terms of job creation, investment, and also education. You're able to be here and then you learn from another globe or from another continent.
Sure.
So that gives us the power to use that social media has made it possible for the world to become one village under one gadget. That means I'm able to communicate, and I'm also able to even do campaigns and also be able to even do a registration when people want to go and vote and people want to also exercise their political interest. People are able to share out there and also make the world know that at least so and so is sharing the same interest and it has a positive, it has a goodwill for the society and even as a nation and the nation as a whole. Yeah.
Another thing is, how can digital platforms shape a good leader? So by the end of the day, I believe it's a platform ambayo tunaweza tumia to make sure kwamba tuna enhance our leadership very well. So how will this happen through social media?
A good leader and when we look at leadership, there are two theories that try to explain about a leader's born or a leader's made. Both make sense, because there are some leaders who are made from the environment they exist, the school they go, out of experience and role models they are made through someone else. But there are also leaders who are born. So being born does not mean you're born today and then you become a leader. But as you grow up, there that skill in you that maybe perhaps you've inherited from someone else, and then you bring it now to the society where people thrive now. So social media is able to, number one, give mentorship to those who feels they also want to become leaders within the society, in terms of, if I'm able to follow maybe an influential leader. Let's say, for instance, we had Nelson Mandela, we've had Mahatma Gandhi, we have Jomo Kenyatta, we have so many leaders that have gone. When you're able to look on the positive of what they have done, how did they thrive? How did they begin?
And how they really defined leadership.
And how they really define leadership and exercise it. I'm able to learn from them, and I'm also able to become even a better person than them, because learning is about, we share insights and also unlearn whatever you've got, and then relearn at the same time, because learning is a lifetime thing. Whether you are old, you are young, you will be able to learn every now and then. So another thing that social media has also can also help the leaders to acquire in their context is it's also bring togetherness, in terms of, if I'm a leader from Nairobi and we share the same idea or the same ideology with another leader that is coming from somewhere else, we're able to interact and bring all our ideas together to make it big. That means it gives you an overview, or it gives you a different perspective on how you view leadership. If we are sharing the same ideology and he has this idea, he has another idea. So if my idea is not adding to the point, and then our togetherness has been brought together through the social media, we're able to shape it now to become one good that brings out. And then it also gives you another platform to speak out, because it will not limit every Kenyan. But when you're able to interact with social Facebook, you're able to interact with X, you're able to interact with different social spaces, you are able to express your ideas out there, and then people are able to buy, as long as you towards the positive change, and you mean good for the country, not only for your community and where you come from, but for the whole country.
Okay. Yeah. And this brings us to, I believe we have activists. We are activists in our own way. So how can we use our socials or social medias to enhance that better activism? Because at the end of the day, fighting for our rights, it's our job. It doesn't mean that we have to go on streets every day and chant like haki yetu, this and that. But how can we utilize our social medias in the best manner in order to achieve the same agenda that we would have achieved even though tungeenda maandamano?
Number one, when we look at activists who have been out there and at least have done things that have really benefited the society, mostly our rights are enshrined under one book, that is the Constitution. And not all government system at some point work towards supporting all the rights that are there. You realize at some point where we are living at the moment, someone's rights is violated. Maybe a child in school, someone has been his or her rights have been violated, has been abused or done what and what. But for me, activism is all about coming out whenever there is a problem and driving towards making sure that that person gets a justice. But activism is the daily drive that brings you out, takes you out of your comfort zone, and making sure you are trying to fight for a better society. So, number one, you realize we only fail to recognize even those who have, their voices are not being heard, perhaps because we realize there's also measures on how we air out our grievances in social media. Not everyone is of the point of going to either X and mentioning almost everything, because at some point we also want to also protect our dignity as Kenyans, and also we want to make the world know that at least I'm a citizen who supports the government and also support the Bill of Rights, and also is not against is not against what has been done to those who maybe are now in prisons. But I'm also trying to make sure that what has been done is not done to those who are coming.
Yeah, because tukiangalia I don't know what usually politicians wanafikiria, but sometimes I think they take this perspective as if activists wamekuja kuwatoa kwa government, whereas activists wamekuja kupigania haki za binadamu ambaye labda umewadhulumu, ambaye wanataka we just want you to correct and do the right thing. Yes. It's not that we want you out of the government, because at the end of the day without the government nchi haiendi. So I think saa zingine politicians should take this in a positive way and bring change to the society rather than kusema like activists wanataka tu kuwatoa katika uongozi, because if you are not a good leader hauwezi exercise duties zako vizuri. That's why utakuta like look at Nairobi currently, tukiangalia kumekuwa na uchafu kila mahali, to be honest. And juzi when I was looking ama nikipitia kwa socials, tukiangalia kuna sehemu I don't know, it was a building ilikuwa ikielezewa like uchafu wametupa kwa barabara. People don't take it seriously in as much as serikali wanataka ichangie, like serikali ichangie upande wa kuhakikisha kwamba mazingira ni safi, lakini at the end of the day sisi na mimi pia tuko na ile jukumu la kuhakikisha kwamba we live in a good environment. Hakuna mtu mwenye anataka kuwekewa mlango uchafu kwa mlango. Kwa sababu at the end of the day utakuta kuna magonjwa kila aina. Diarrhea haziishi ama this and that kwa sababu ya ule usafi. So if you are a good advocate, wa kwamba una advocate for environmental issues, you have to stand una advocate. Not because unasema watu watoke sehemu fulani, but unasema ya kwamba we need to be yani tunafaa kuwa tu on a good stand, tukisha kwamba environment imekuwa sawa. Same goes to our country. If sisi kama vijana hatutakuwa kipaumbele kukuwa activists in a certain way, not because si lazima mtu join a certain organization for you to be an activist. You can stand up for yourself. Social media sahi imekuwa a very diverse thing. Ni kitu ambayo message moja tu inafika mbali. Kwa sababu at the end of the day utaangalia kwamba mimi am I doing my part as a Kenyan, as a citizen? Kwa sababu mwisho wa siku when you call yourself a citizen ambaye ni Mkenya, at the end of the day unajiuliza kwamba am I doing the right thing to make sure kwamba my country inafika mahali. So I don't know sisi tutajitahidi vipi kama vijana kuhakikisha kwamba we are making sure sisi tunakuwa our own activists, kwa sababu at the end of the day this is us. Ni kitu ambacho tunataka amani, we have to bring that peace.
Sure. Yeah, I really concur with what you said, and it's unfortunate that most of the times the government appears to support those who talks about violation of human rights when they feel it has reached a point where there's a very big force coming from the global space, or a force coming from the key stakeholders in the community, because it's not right to invade someone's home and then allege to put something that is not even making sense to that it has been found in his custody. So that is a very bad way that we are trying to also make sure that even we are giving a space to those who will want to also come later on to talk about the bad things that are being done. And if you have the government has all the forces to look at if he's an activist, what is he doing? Because activism is not about just coming out and saying hatutaki nani.
Kweli.
Tunataka hii. Activism is about coming out with the people's voices and supporting what is right, not only for you, but it's right for even the government itself. Because when someone's right has been violated, like it's so sad, like right now, this morning, an incident that has happened just right here. That is someone from a family.
Yeah,
maybe she has a family. Where is now the children going to start from? So the government should also put a safe space for these people, that you are an activist, you are trying to help the society grow, but the government is not coming for you in case of you say something that is against the government. Of the government, because we are being brought up to just appear to be supporting, and if you truly you are trying to say something that is against, they'll come for you.
Because I believe democracy inafaa kuwa fair. It shouldn't be kwamba ni kule kuonewa. Kwa sababu if mimi nikisimama natetea haki yangu and you come and shut me down, ni kama unaniambia you are forcing me to follow what you want, but hutaki kunisikiliza. Which means unataka kuninyanyasa. So kama hiyo ndio itakuwa ni the system ambao government inatumia, at the end of the day tutakuwa at a risk of kupoteza watu wengi. It's true. Like instilling fear in us. Na ukiinstill fear kwa wananchi, itakuwa kama umedestroy the whole country. Itakuwa hakuna faida yenye inaonekana. And that's why I think social media inafaa play a very big role. Ndio mimi siendi kwa field, but at the end of the day, am I advocating for peace? Am I advocating for good elections? Am I advocating for fairness and justice? Because at the end of the day, it's all about us. It's not all about mtu mwingine. It's like you're doing it for yourself, not doing it for someone else.
And then maybe lastly, I'm so proud to be a Kenyan, because Kenya is a country where and you have the right to express yourself. It's in recent days we've seen anyone, so long as you want to share something that you feel is right for the society, people come out and share. It's different from different countries where you'll be told when you want to share something, you come out, we have live bullets. Some countries happens like that. But right now what is happening is not right, because we don't want to reduce the population by killing. Or we don't want to.
Because tomorrow you need those voters.
We need those voters, and we need even, not only even voters, but we need even these people to also speak and also be able to drive whatever the government wants to drive towards the people. So I really agree that activism is a good initiative that we cannot all be activists, because we need some people to also represent us. But the government should put a safe space for these people, so that when I speak today about violence, or I speak about violation of human rights, I'm protected. I'm not going to be followed tomorrow or a night. I'm driving home and then I'm stopped and told, we are going. I don't know where I'm going, and then the other day you find my body somewhere. We'll not
very bad.
We'll not have a society where people are willing to speak if the government is not supporting, and also creating a safe space for these people to speak out and air their
grievances. Thank you so much. Asante sana. Acha tuchukue mapumziko, tukirudi tutaweza kuendelea na awamu ya pili.
Asante.
Kurudi kwako mpenzi mtazamaji, natumai katika awamu ya kwanza tukiwa na Vincent ndani ya studio zetu za Mahditv, naamini umeweza kushika mawili matatu ambayo tumeweza kuiangazia. Binafsi nimefurahi kuwa na discussion kama hii, kwa sababu ni kitu ambacho sisi kama vijana tunatumia mitandao yetu ya kijamii vipi. Sisi kama vijana tunahakikisha kwamba tunapeleka amani vipi, kwa sababu mwisho wa siku bila amani hakuna mahali tutafika. Na be very careful of whatever you post, kwa sababu mwisho wa siku wanakuambia kile ambacho umekipost leo inaweza kuleta athari ama faida baadaye katika maisha yako. Mpenzi mtazamaji, acha tuchukue mapumziko, tutakaporudi tutaendelea zaidi. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mpenzi mtazamaji, karibu tena katika awamu ya pili ya kipindi kipendacho Pewa Asubuhi, ndani ya kitengo Gumzo la Vijana, ukiwa nami Haifa Muhammad na mgeni wetu ambaye ni Vincent, akizidi kudadavulia na kuelezea mengi kuhusiana haswa na mitandao, na jinsi wewe kama kijana unaweza kutumia mitandao haswa upande wa siasa, ama jinsi gani unaweza kutumia mitandao upande wa kuleta amani. Tukizungumzia siasa, hatuzungumzii vurugu, tunazungumzia jinsi gani utaleta peace, jinsi jinsi gani uta advocate rights zako ili ziweze kusikika na ziweze kusikika na haswa serikali, ambao tunajua kabisa wewe labda utahisi kama kuna kitu kina upungufu mahali fulani, na ndio maana kitu kama social media imekuja ili kuweza kukujulisha wewe ama kuweza kukufanya wewe uweze kuziba lile pengo ambalo lipo ndani ya serikali. Na inshallah mpenzi mtazamaji, tukirudi kwake Vincent, tutaweza kufahamu mengi ambao ameweza kutuandalia. Karibu tena Vincent.
Asante.
Naam, tukiangalia tulikuwa tumeongezea ni ways zipi ambazo vijana wanaweza tumia haswa hii mitandao kuhakikisha kwamba sisi tunasikika sauti zetu without violence, without nini, ama ni jinsi gani tunaweza kuja kipaumbele kupitia hii mitandao ya kijamii, kama ni Facebook, kama ni WhatsApp, kama ni TikTok, kama ni Instagram, ili kuwa sisi ambao ni vijana tutaweza kutimiza amani. Ni jinsi gani tunaweza kuhakikisha kwamba message yetu inafika?
Kuna njia mingi ambayo hiyo inaweza tukaitimiza. Kwa mfano nikipeana mfano, tunapoongea kuhusu uchaguzi. Uchaguzi ni it's an activity, a one day activity.
Ndiyo.
But it really outlines what happens for a period of 5 years. 5 years is not just small.
Ni nyingi sana.
It's because you look at when we are voting, we are not voting for employment, we are not voting to have our leaders from our community be in space, but we are voting to create better jobs. We are voting to have better healthcare, we are voting to have education. So platforms that are being used by youths, most of the social media, number one, we should be offering education. Education in terms of not everyone is can access and be able to interact with these platforms, but you have a majority where you realize mostly when you go into institutions at the moment, maybe you're joining a college, you're joining any tertiary institution, it's a requirement that you have a gadget that you're able to communicate there, because that is where maybe lecturers are able to share whatever they want. When you're going for attachments, because you are there, and then at the same time also you are looking for you are going for an attachment, you will also need this attachment, you will also need a job. So even the employers themselves are looking at what has you been posting, what have you been doing, where are you coming from? Because you cannot tell me you'll hunt why hire me today that you had in maybe some months ago. I was one of the youth who burnt down a supermarket. You'll fear to even have someone like that. So our sharing and whatever we do in our social media should be something that is for the benefit of, like, trying to help grow the community, then the economy itself. Another thing is so many people have gone to school. And to realize we have so many skills that are lying out there. But today when I pick my gadget to be able to post what I'm doing, like for instance for me, apart from what I've learned and being an FKF referee, I'm also a business person. I do peanut butter business, I advertise, I sell to people, and then at least at the end of the day I have something to earn, and then my bills are being catered for. So if I'm doing that, perhaps I'm trying to also empower someone who is out there. I've finished school and then I'm like, there's no job. I'm not waiting for job. Like right now, I've not gone to any attachment, but I'm doing something that is keeping me, so that even when the attachment comes, I'm able to at least balance myself. So as a young person, look at what is good for you. What skill do you have? Don't wait for government. At this point, unemployment is a big issue. And you realize you want to go to this office to look for a job, you'll be asked, who has sent you? Where are you coming from? Not every organization, but because we have also limited opportunities. But now, start with what you have. Which skill do you have? If I'm able to speak about human rights in X, and I form part and parcel of driving change in the community by activities that maybe let's say for instance I'm an environmentalist. Every week, every month I do a cleanup within area that I come from. When I put that in social space, it means even those bodies that works with the environment are able to partner with me. So me as Vincent, from that, I become part and parcel of developing the entire society. So even when I'm there, I know what I'm doing. But right now, it's not all about just coming up today. I want to create content in TikTok. What are you creating? What is the message you're trying to divide? Because at the end of the day, you're also trying to make a living out of that. But your living should not just be towards one thing that is maybe one direction that perhaps everyone is not buying into it. And then later on, I start feeling bad that why someone is growing in this perspective, but for me, but we should be trying as much as possible to be offer education, offer mentorship, create job opportunity and skills, and also because for me, like where I am at the moment with my business, I'm able to employ some people.
That's
because
nice.
I'll need someone who will be roasting the groundnuts. I'll need someone who will be going and selling. I also need someone who will just be marketing. Me as Vincent, I now become like the CEO. Because
and it's like you're creating your own brand. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you.
It's all, So the young people, we really be so objective on what we are sharing, because social media is a very good place, but if we are not using it responsibly, it comes back to us. How many people realize someone posted something, and then after that, maybe he went to look for a job, and then he was denied a position? Because you cannot deny. It's better to employ someone at least who you see whatever he has been doing is for the change, for the good of the society, but not someone who you are bringing that person in at your organization, but you have questions. If I leave that camera in that office, is it safe? If I leave my money in that desk, is it safe? So we don't want to bring a society that is like that, but we want to use our social media to offer education, to speak about peace, to bring engagement and participation in terms of what is happening, be it an activity, and also looking at the people with disability. When someone with a disability is walking, someone takes someone who is disabled and takes in town, and then he's asking for something daily. It is this person, you realize they're not asking for themselves sometimes. They have been given a target that in the evening, bring 1,000 shillings. That is when we'll be given food. So if you're able to come out and even speak about these people, give them a space where we empower them and tell them, this is someone who maybe is not able to walk. It's this junction. He has his own business selling sweets there. We can support and So those are the things that I really want to, for me as Vincent, I would really wish we can use our social media to advocate.
As they said, disability is not inability.
Not inability.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And another thing, how can we differentiate between information, real information, and manipulation on social media?
Real information, it's based on facts. You see, when we look at, let's say, for instance, I'm watching Mahditv today. The same information I've seen in Mahditv, I've seen it in Citizen, and it's something that is making sense. That is an information that is factual and it's real. But when we talk about something that doesn't have authenticity, that you realize it is just something, a thought or a rumor from somewhere, it is not factual, because you don't even have evidence to support that. So you realize it is fake, and perhaps those who are ignorant takes it as a true information, and then I go out there and start saying today so-and-so has been killed. Like sometimes you realize, you hear news of someone has done something, but you know that person has not done, but now because you're an ignorant, or maybe you have not been active in that, or you cannot base it on facts, you go out there also spread the message. So we ruin the image of this person on the fact of I'm ignorant, because perhaps this person, I don't want what he's doing, so I'm not supporting because I want him to go down, so that maybe someone else might rise who supports me or can give me something. So real information, which is based on fact, it can be authenticated. It has basis on what has happened and how it has happened, and it is speaking for the larger group, not only for a few. So we can differentiate fake and factual information in terms of what are the facts, how many people are doing it, how many people has it benefited. Just to say, the way how people say in the society, when you want to know someone who is true, maybe for instance, when you want to know a true pastor, look at his followers. So I'm very sure anyone who maybe an activist who has a big follower will not want to do something that is fake.
True.
Because he feels the influence that he gives out to the society is going to bring change. Yeah.
True.
And that is what has been happening mostly in terms of in the political arena, in our systems, and then realize at the end of the day, we are youths, we live like now, I'm supporting so-and-so because he is able to, we support people in the depth of their pocket and how much are they able to give it out, but we're not supporting and also trying to drive change with people who are intellectual and able to reason and able to also give us a space to also share our common interests with them and help us to live society a better place.
Kweli. And another thing, what will happen to the next generation if everything is influenced online?
I feel we'll have a generation where the practicality will not be there.
Yeah, true.
Because look, for instance, for right now, when we have a society where students are able to do exams using AI, AI is just a gadget that it has come from a human mind, but now because it's a gadget, whatever information you key in, it will give you the answers that might not be correct at some point, because it's not 100% perfect. So we'll have a generation where no one will be willing to go work for a living. Everyone will want to, I'm here, I want food, let me order it. We'll have a lazy society. We'll have a society that it's not innovative.
Yeah,
we'll have a society where even today, I want to go and vote. Someone maybe goes to social media platform and say, vote for me, I'm going to send you this amount of money, and then I've not even assessed what are the values that he has. What is his character? Is he a good person? Is he trustworthy? So we vote on terms of now the influence that comes. So there's
the loss of connection
between practicality and what is being done.
I think this usually even it's currently happening in a family setup also. Sure. Because people are eating on a table and everyone is actually connected on their phones and scrolling and so on. So there's no that interactive part in the families. So the connection that wale mababu zetu walikuwa nayo sio kama ile ambayo labda sahi katika generation hii iko. Kutakuta watoto wadogo the reading pia ndio hiyo inapotea. The people walikuwa wanasoma I think pia inapoteza ile, though iko na positive side and negative sides, lakini iko na ile inapoteza mtu kuthink. I don't know, why should they think while everything limewekewa kwa social media?
Another problem that I fear, we'll have a society that is, when I have a problem, I cannot heal by going online and like I'm a drug addict. What are the ways of stopping smoking?
Mr. Google.
Yeah, but it's something that I have to practice. Like today I say, this is not good for me.
Yes.
Let me start by reducing.
It's about making decision.
Yeah. If I'm smoking a whole packet of cigarettes in the morning, if I'm able to train myself and know I'll start reducing today, I'll smoke half tomorrow.
Yes.
So it will help me to become not just in the psychosocial part, emotionally, because right now when we are in this family and then we are using AI or we're using social media to interact, there's no sugar in the house, and I text you and tell you. So that is I'm not solving anything.
True.
Because we are trying to hide behind the social media by trying to address issues in a wrong way. But the real issues that are affecting and are able to help make us grow as a person, we sit down, we speak, we narrate, and we see what went wrong at what point. But by talking, because by my facial expression, you're able to see, do I mean what I'm saying? I'm saying yes. Does that my face says yes? I'm saying no. Does my face says no? And then at that point, we have a society that is connected, that a society that is so peaceful, and a society that people are at least able to communicate and act accordingly.
True. As we wind up, ni mawaidha gani ambao ungependa kumpa kijana ambaye anatumia social media yake but anataka kutumia kwa njia ambayo ni ku advocate for peace ama ni ku advocate for leadership, good governance and so on? Unaweza mpa ushauri gani ili kuhakikisha kwamba anakuwa pia mtu ambaye ana influence in a positive way, not the negative way?
Okay, so allow me speak from the perspective of where we are at the moment and what is shaping the society.
Yes.
Number one, social media is a good thing. It has really made countries to grow in terms of what they do and how they share what they're doing. So number one, if you're a youth, you're having a gadget, use that phone to, number one, build on your skill, because it's your skill that will sell you out. Number two, if you're using that gadget, be aware of the other person. Whatever you are sharing should not be harmful to the other person by sharing hate and sharing information that is not true, that will make another person feel hurt. Number three, let us try as much as possible, as much as we are going out there to speak with the government, let us also use these our gadgets to air out let us show up to make sure that we use our gadgets to also make the government accountable in terms of the delivery of services that they promised and how the services are being done. And then another thing also, let us be part and parcel of the change. If I'm a citizen right now and I want to be part of the change, there is no harm of you as Vincent, you are 18 years and above. The law allows you, maybe just some academic qualifications, but the law allows you, once you are 18 years and above, you go attend your education, you can vie for any position that you want. So it is possible when you have our votes, because that is our choice. When we vote, when we fail to vote, when we are speaking about how are we going to take our vote, who do we want to bring in,
choosing our ways.
Let us be able to assess this person not only on what he's saying, but what he can do, how he can do them, and we must be part and parcel of that change.
Thank you so much, Vincent, for having you. Asante sana kwa kuwa na wewe kuanzia mwanzo hadi mwisho. Umeweza kuelezea kitu ambacho ni muhimu sana. I think as youth we need to be wise and not otherwise. Naamini Mungu pia, tukimweka Mungu mbele tutaweza kuachieve the agenda ambayo tunataka kuachieve, because at the end of the day sisi ndio viongozi wa kesho. Asante sana.
Nashukuru.
Kurudi kwako mpenzi mtazamaji, natumai katika awamu ya pili tukiwa na Vincent ndani ya studio zetu za Mahditv umeweza kufahamu mengi ambayo ameweza kuyaangazia. Mimi nimefurahi sana kuwa naye ndani ya kipindi hiki. Hakika ameweza kuelimisha, na kupata elimu ni kitu kimoja na kuweza kukifanyia kazi pia ni kitu kingine. Ndio ameyasema yote, lakini mwisho wa siku mpira tunarusha kwako. Je, upo tayari kuhakikisha kwamba unaleta mabadiliko katika jamii? Wewe kama kijana upo tayari kuhakikisha kwamba unaleta amani ama unaizungumzia amani, ama pia unaangalia kwamba haki zako zinatekelezwa ipasavyo? Mpenzi mtazamaji, kufikia hapo sina mengi ya kusema, ila kabla nienda ningependa kukuambia ya kwamba usikose kupitia katika YouTube channel yetu @Mahditv Kenya, ili uweze kupata mawaidha mbalimbali na kuweza kupata mafunzo mbalimbali kuhusiana na jamii. Inshallah mpenzi mtazamaji, sina mengi ya kusema isipokuwa nikwambia maasalam.